Hello friends, welcome to CodeBode. In this video, let's learn about ternary operators in Java. Ternary operators are also used for checking the conditions and assigning the values accordingly depending on the condition. So let's see how. So this is our Eclipse IDE on which we will see how ternary operators work. So ternary operators are represented by a question mark and it checks a condition, and depending on the condition, whether true or false, assigns or prints the value as output. Let's understand with an example. Suppose we want to print the greatest number amongst two numbers. We can do that using ternary operator. So we will take two numbers in a variable, number 1 equal to 10 and number 2 equal to 20. And we will store the output in the variable called result. So there is a syntax of ternary operator. It goes as output equal to the expression which we want to evaluate, then the ternary operator, that is question mark, and then the value if the condition is true, colon, value if the condition is false. So first, if the value is true, that is the expression is true, we want to assign this value, otherwise the other value. So let's check with our example. So output means the result equal to, our expression is number 1 greater than number 2. So we want to check the greatest among the two numbers. So I'll write number 1 greater than number 2. Then the ternary operator. So if number 1 is greater than number 2, we want to print the greater number, that is number 1. So if this condition is true, we are going to print number 1. So I'll write number 1 colon number 2. If it is not greater than, since number 1 is not greater than number 2 is greater, so we will print number 2. In this way, the greatest number will be printed amongst the two. Let's print the result. So if we run this program, the output is 20, the greatest number. If I interchange the values, and now if we print, again the greatest number, that is 20, is printed. So in this way, ternary operators work. If you want to print a statement instead of the greater number, you can also do that. So instead of the number 1 and number 2, you can say number 1 is greater than number 2. And if the condition is not true, number 2 is greater than number 1. So in this way, you can print the statements also. But since the statements are printed, the result should be of string type. So if we run this program, you can see here the output that since the number 1 is 20, so it will print number 1 is greater than number 2. Let's take one more example. So if I want to check if the number is odd or even or divisible by 2, we can do that in int output equal to, if I want to check number 1, then number 1 mod 2 equal to 0. So if the number is divisible by 2, we want to print even, otherwise odd. In this way, we can check if the number is even or odd. So you can try this with multiple examples. For example, you can check if the number is divisible by 3, etc. So go ahead and try it, and also mention in the comments the statement for the same. In the next video, we will learn about next operators. Until then, stay tuned and subscribe to our channel. Also like and share this video. Thank you.